Good
Hello,
morning. Hello.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Just hold on one second. Kids.
Eh,
Stop.
yeah, that's probably hard having having them at home.
It is because I have twin girls who are 6 years old
Oh, that's nice.
and they're they're
Yeah,
always crazy. They're always crazy. They're never calm, especially when they're together. It's mental.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's cute.
It's cute, yes.
Supposed to be.
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So three kids.
Yeah.
Cool.
And one 13-year-old.
Nice. So, what are we up to today?
Okay, well, I think what I really wanted to find out from you is about this reverse entry and how it works. Like, so if I know like I have an agency, so it probably doesn't really apply to me 100% because I have the agency. But if there's anything that I could do to help people who are coming in, like agents, whatever, if there's anything that I could offer them to help them, support them, to,
Mhm.
encourage them or whatever, I think this is beneficial. So this, like, even if there's nothing that I can specifically do, because I'm not like an agent, right? I'm an operating owner, so I like run the background show, really. But I don't go out, I don't get the listings, I don't do like the sales stuff, although I am in contact with some people, like leads, sometimes when they send messages, because it comes to me and then I either answer or I delegate, right? I send it out. But whatever I can offer other people with like what you are teaching would be great.
Okay. So basically, the reverse method is not only for people who are pre-licensed, and the reverse method is for basically, like I do have the method for pre-entry people that want to enter this the real estate industry, what they supposed to do in order to make as much money within their first year. And also I do have my own method of how to achieve in real estate mostly each agent supposed to have his core neighborhood, right?
Yep.
So obviously I have my different method for like my own different method from the traditional method of how to become like one of the best agents in the neighborhood, and also for an agencies, because by the end of the month, I think that our main goal, or some of people, that want to scale their business if they have an agency, their business model, it stops being chasing homeowners or whatsoever buyers or and uh, this and that. So it becomes, I need to hire as much agents so they will bring the money to the agency. We will have the split, and by that, basically, I will be able to make money. I will call it passively, passive income. All right.
Mhm. Mhm.
First of all, there is three parts that you need to follow as an agency, and the moment you follow these three parts, this way you will be able to grow your agency. And so the first part you need to goes like this.
I just want to let you know here in Portugal, agents don't have to do any courses, have any license,
Amazing. So
nothing.
it
So it's just
shortened their
the,
time.
yeah, it's the agency that has the one license, and anybody that works selling the agency's properties or who brings in properties to the agency, they use the agency's license. So
Yes.
whenever there's like a deed or whatever, it's my license. It's not the agent's license.
Okay. Okay. So basically, what you need to do, it's very simple. Let's try to uh, open, for example, this. Okay. Um, okay, I'm not so good at that. Next time. Anyway, so let's imagine there is three steps that you need to follow every time as an agency. The first
Mhm.
one, you need to hire agents, right?
Yeah.
That's the very first step. The second step, you need to, most of the people will say, now you need to teach them how to work. All right, this is the traditional path. Now, what I'm saying, the first thing you need to do, you need to give them inventory to work on from day one so you will not lose the retention of the agents. Okay, the biggest problem of every agency, real estate office in the world, they hire people, and after 1, 2, 3 months, the person is leaving the industry because he didn't make money. He didn't have any proof that this is actually possible for him to make money from real estate, and then he start wondering if it's actually for him, not for him, and then he start, pointing on other businesses that he can work, maybe become an employee again, or I don't know. So you need to fight the retention of your own agency, and by you can fight the retention by bringing more inventory to work on from day one. So imagine that your marketing pipeline today, it's maybe posting on social medias and I don't know, like all of the
Portals.
marketing pipeline that you have today. So imagine that each agent that you are hiring, it's another marketing pipeline for the existing inventory. So that way you expand the marketing just by hiring people and giving them the opportunity to make fast deals, to see fast results. All right.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not saying to give the new agent a seller leads from day one, because that way he can burn the lead. Okay, so the new agent is supposed to work on existing listings. That way, you're not gonna lose the retention, because he will make money fast. The second thing that the agent need to do is to learn how to list properties exclusively, not exclusively, but to know how to list more properties and to bring more inventory to the office. All right. The moment that the agencies, everyone works and market the like if everyone's cooperating with each other, so that way the inventory will drop faster, will sell faster, and everyone will be able to make more money exponentially. Okay, so basically, it's the goal of everyone to sell the properties inside the agency. Now, another thing you should focus on is to make it fun for them, to win games, to win. I don't know, like you can send them to vacations and stuff like that, because they are making money, and also you make money because of the commission split. And don't be scared to ask for 50%.
No, that's what we do. We split 50-50. Even
Because
like with other agencies, because here in Portugal, I don't know how it works there, but we also share properties with other agencies, meaning that we also market their properties on our website, right? So that when people are interested, like if we don't have enough inventory, so then we market other agencies' properties, like we share that. They market ours, we market theirs, and then when there is a sale, it's split 50-50. And also I do the same with my agents. Like whenever there's a sale, we split 50-50.
what do you feel like is the most like the biggest bottleneck for agencies in Portugal, for example? Let's say like let's speak about your country and not in general. What is the biggest bottleneck of hiring? I don't know, like I'm thinking out loud, but you need to come
Okay,
up
so
with
with my own like experience, with our own experience, it is so I told you that my husband used to work in a real estate agency, and that's why we started this one because at COVID he was let go, right? And so we started this so that he could continue because he doesn't speak Portuguese, he speaks English, French, and Italian. And so we decided to just do our own thing. At the beginning, it was he was getting a lot of the properties, especially ones from where he used to work, like he was going to them, to the same people, and like we had like those properties for sale. And then slowly it kind of started like diminishing the number of properties for sale and also the low cost properties for sale. So what I noticed for us is that like since COVID, things have been obviously difficult for lots of people, including us. And so a lot of the properties are really expensive. So like I said, I think to you before, 500,000 plus, which isn't attainable for the local people because it's a very poor country, right? People don't make a lot of money here. So a lot of the inventory that we do have is really for international buyers because we can't market to people who are local because they just simply can't afford it. And so it's been difficult for us to get those properties that are lower cost. And what we're noticing is that a lot of the bigger agencies are getting those ones. So I think maybe people like think when they're selling, they either want to sell on their own and they try to sell on their own because they can now post on the portals as a private seller and try to sell their own property. Or B, they have more trust in the larger agencies like Remax and Century 21, for example, who we notice have a lot of the lower cost properties and who deal with a lot of the more local people. And it's okay, right? Because we want to reach those international ones, but when we do get those lower cost ones, people jump on it. Like we got one and it was like reserved in 2 weeks, you know? So it's really getting those lower cost ones. And then people trying to sell properties on their own and bypass the agencies or the agents. That's another thing that I've noticed, like sellers or even buyers trying to do that. Where here in Portugal, the buyers they don't pay the commission. They don't pay like that same amount that the seller does. The seller pays more than the buyer, right? So there's that too. So I think that is the biggest problems. And of course, we have tried to let's say hire people because we work on commission, right?
hmm
There's no like, there's no monthly fee or whatever. So we work solely on commission. And so hiring people too, it has been challenging. Like we've had a couple of people who signed up kind of like to work with us, but then never did anything. And also, I'm not saying that that's not my fault because I didn't know what to do, right? It's like, okay, so you're working with us, okay, now go. Because from my husband's um, time working at that agency, that's kind of what he did, you know?
that
So
was
he
his
got there.
experience. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so he did that. He went out. He was like contacting people. He was getting listings. He was doing all that stuff, bringing them in. Blah, blah, blah. So I figure, okay, so that's what he's supposed to do, and that's what people are supposed to do when they come.
hmm
So it's really that retention thing as well. And even with the people that we have now, I'm noticing like it's kind of the same thing. And you know, just making it so that they are interested.
So first of all, to send the person to just go and generate leads, this is one of the biggest problems because they're already desperate of entering the industry that doesn't provide them money from the beginning. So the best way to avoid the retention from the first place is just to bring them inventory to work on from day one, to market and to be able to sell the inventory. Now, I would focus on you're saying that the lower budget properties are selling super fast in Portugal, right?
Yeah.
So, do you feel like you're able to list more properties that they are low cost, like in low budget, or you feel like you're having a major problem listing these properties because of what you said, like bigger agencies and I don't know, like you said bigger agencies, you said selling it
Yeah.
themselves, and you said
Yeah. Yeah. So from what we've noticed, it's like it's I don't know if the bigger agencies are reaching out to these FSBOs, or if it's like people are just trying to sell it themselves and they don't want to go to an agency because they don't want to pay the commission, you know? But I mean, with that, even we're like willing to negotiate our commission. So here we get normal is 5%. But I mean, even negotiate it to like 4% commission or something, you know, with these lower ones. Like we're willing to do that. It's not a problem. Like money is money, you know, even if it's like 2.5%, I'll still take it.
it doesn't matter.
Because
The person, by the end of the month, the person, the only way the seller will decide to choose you, whether choosing a different agent, is only by trust. Only by
Mhm.
trust. Because it doesn't matter if you charge 5% or 4% or 3%. If you didn't make him feel like you are the only one who is going to help him, so you won't be able to charge him you won't be able to even take the property for zero commission because he doesn't trust you.
Mhm.
So the only way that I realized that, with the years, the only way to be able to help someone to sell his properties, it's only by giving him the best trust that you're actually going to help him to bring. Now, the only thing that they want, every seller in the world, I didn't hear a seller saying different thing. They want to have the highest price that they can get from the sale. So I think this is the first thing that you need to focus on. Now, how you do it, basically, if you would try to, for example, I don't know how you run, I don't know how your husband run his presentation, but one of the mistakes that I've seen most agents do, it's trying to explain the person why they better choose him instead of a different agent, or doesn't matter. Now, instead of asking the person questions that will lead him to understand by himself that he wants your service. Okay? Because a good sale is not to convince someone. A good sale is to actually let the person feel that you're here to help him, because by then he's asking himself, all right, so what else, like how do you think we can sell the property for the best price? He start asking questions that leads him to work with you. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So I think big agencies, it's just we call it in the marketing, um how you say it.
Niche world.
It's belief. It's just a belief that that pulling you back from actually. Wait a second. It's a limiting belief. So it's not actually the actual problem. It's a limiting belief that makes you avoiding from the first place to actually handle this kind of situation of working with the FISBOs because they might want to work with big agencies. Now, obviously, that's something that it's not true because you can say that big agencies are having too much properties that they don't put the focus on a specific property, and by that they they have less properties or less percentage of properties that actually sell. And you can ask the person if what does he want? Do you want to have do you want that your property would stand out because you're not competing with other properties that has different priorities from you to sell to be sell, or you want that all the focus will be on your properties to sell your property for the best price. For example, it's just an example, right? So obviously he will want to stand out and to be and that and to he will want that all the focus of the agent will be on him and not on a lot of properties. So there is always um, like if I would work on a big agency, so I would say to someone like that is telling this kind of thing to a seller, I would say something different. So basically, there is always something you can say that will make the person want to work with you instead of someone else. So I think it's just finding the right thing and master FISBOs. It's one of the most important things that you can do in this kind of industry, in this kind of business, because the moment you master FISBOs, this is the moment that you basically stop chasing cold people to sell their home. This is the moment that you start actually having inventory for example, in your place, it's a low budget inventory, so it will sell fast. And this way you will be able to bring agents and to to give them to work on inventory from day one and to sell them fast because it's low budget inventory. This way you will make more money. This way the agency will make more money. This way you will be able to work less because the agents will make more money in the short term. And then what you will have to do is only to help your agents copy what you're doing and master FISBOs by themselves. So they will be able to bring FISBOs. Now that way you will be able to be the niche agency, the tiny agency, like the small agency with the most properties. I've seen agents in my place, agents that worked from morning to night just mastering FISBOs and having 60 properties. One agent is handling 60 properties. He's not an agency. He just mastered the FISBOs. The day I remember like 3 years ago, it was like 1 year before I start teaching people how to succeed in this industry. I had like a month that my inventory, like I ran out from my inventory, like I sold everything, and I had to list properties as fast as possible. And I had 1 month that I put my focus on FISBOs and I listed only by working 3 to 4 hours a day, I listed 11 properties in 1 month. And I sold them one by one, like a month after a month, for the next like 7 or 8 months, and only by working 3 to 4 hours a day, because I was just focusing on one thing, only Fizbos. I didn't spend my time chasing people or cold calling strangers or whatsoever. That this kind of work is not making me make the money faster. It's like I need to warm these people out so they will be able to work with me and to sell their properties, and I will need to follow them up and to understand if it's available, not available. They are thinking to sell, not thinking to sell, and it's a tough job. It's always chasing and chasing and chasing. So what I came up with, it's basically put 20% of actually talking to them and 80% paying to people to market in the neighborhood that I want to become the authority in. And so this is the kind of things that I think is the best to master. Now, the Fizbos, most of the people doesn't want to work on Fizbos from the first place because it's hard, because they have a lot of competition with a lot of agencies, with a lot of agents, and by the end, there is only one person that get to work with this seller. For example, if you work exclusively, if you don't work exclusively, so obviously like this, the seller is working with everyone, right? So why is it hard? Like as you said in the last conversation we had, you said that it's like most of the agencies doesn't work with the exclusive. They don't list the properties exclusively, right?
Well, many don't, yeah.
So, for example, why you don't focus on having the listings? Uh, because if people doesn't work exclusively, so I think like this is something that can basically put you back, because making money, because basically the person can sell the property himself, can sell the property with another agent or another agency, and by that you cannot assure that 100% you will be able to sell the property. So from the first place, you're facing a competition with other agencies and other agents. So I do think that you can list the properties exclusively. You just need to know how to do it, because that way you will be able to make your money and everyone will want to work with you. Because obviously, like for example, when you market other agencies' properties, you can see which one of the properties are exclusively and which one are not.
Normally, when the properties are shared with other agencies, they are like the exclusive. But when I say exclusive, like, okay, so I
It's not
mean,
by contract, but it's like I you have my word, like it's exclusive.
no. It's like, okay, so one agent can go to a place and be like, okay, we have this property, we're gonna sell your property, whatever, but that homeowner can go to another agency and do the exact same thing, right? So it's exclusive to each of those agencies. It's their own listing. It's not like it's shared with another agency. So there could be five agents on this one property, but they each listed exclusively, let's say. So whenever we have any property that's listed from another agency, it's not one that's shared already with another one. You know what I mean? Like exclusively, and what we take it to be is that it's a property that an agent has gone to the homeowner. They have the contract with the homeowner and they want to market it more, so they share it with us.
Hmm.
And it's their own client, although that same property could be listed with other agents,
Okay, that's weird.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
weird.
it's not like it's exclusive. Like I know I'm
No,
from Canada, right? Exclusive means like there's only one agent for
you
each
work on
property,
this property, yeah.
right? So that's not the way that it works here. It's kind of like it's open. So a person selling a home can have, they could have like work with an agent who says, okay, it's exclusive, you're only working with us. But then it's, I don't know, it's frowned upon here in Portugal to do that.
Do you have like what is the, for example, the chatting platform that is strong in my place? It's WhatsApp.
Yeah, here too.
All right. And do you have groups of
Other agencies?
yes,
Yeah,
that you share properties together
yeah,
and you tell about properties?
yeah.
And how common is that? Like every day there is daily comments about properties and a
Yeah,
lot.
just about. A lot. It depends on the day. Some days there's more, some days there's less, but yeah.
And how many agencies? Like there is many of them inside these kind of groups.
Yeah. But the thing is like it's a lot of the same agencies in all the groups, or a lot of the same agents in all the groups. Like I'm part of like let's say three groups, and it's like always it's almost not almost, but a lot of the same people in the three groups, for example. So it's like repetitive, you know? So I got this property, posted in the three groups, and I see it three times.
Oh, I see. And what is the incentive for agencies to cooperate with the exclusive listings that you mentioned before, like that are not
50-50. 50-50.
from
That's
from what? From the seller or from everything?
from the agency. So let's say like I have a property that's let's say exclusive, and oh my God, and I want
I
to
can't hear
share it.
anything. It's only in your head. I
Oh,
don't
so
hear nothing.
I hear so much noise. It's crazy. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't hear nothing.
Okay. So yeah, so it's sharing the commission 50-50. So they go to the deed, they get the commission, and then that is shared. Like if like I sell somebody else's property with them, it's split 50-50 the commission, because I brought in the client, for example. They have the property, bring in the client, it's split 50-50, and the opposite.
Okay, so why should I bring the client or the opposite? Like you should bring the client to their property? Like what if you're saying that the the main bottleneck is listing more properties out of the Fizbos, right?
For us, yeah.
If if the sellers doesn't care who he's working with because he can give his listing for everyone, why he doesn't give why you don't get to have the same listings that everyone is having?
Yeah, I'm sure that it is possible. Yeah.
It might be possible because if there is no other reason to not give, so why not? Because
Mm-hmm.
he's already working with everyone, so it's just a matter of who's
Can you guys
marketing the
be quiet?
best. It's just a matter of who's marketing the best way and reach the people faster. And that way we can solve, obviously, because it's just a matter of competition and copywriting and everything that is just marketing. Like it's something that you can solve. I'm quite sure very fast. Um, but you got to make sure that you're bringing more inventory of low budget properties, so you'll be able to at least have the opportunity. Because right now, if you're not hiring more listings, if you're not getting more listings to your agency, so you don't even have the opportunity to sell more listings. So you will keep focusing on the holiday rentals, right? And obviously the videos we made, like I know it's kind of sucks. Yeah, let's be honest. To go with my phone or whatsoever and take a video of myself speaking that copywriting we wrote, but it's something like we have to do it. You know, life is sucks. I gotta wake up in the morning and to do my thing because this is life. So sometimes, all right, this is part of the life, and even if I don't want to do this task, I gotta do this task because this task might I might sell the high ticket listings if I will make this task. So, for example, the four videos that you made, by now we could at least try to make the campaign and to see if they're working or not. So if they're working, so you will have a better chance to sell them. Now, I assume that each property like that, or even the hotel you spoke about, the $9 million hotel, €9 million hotel.
Yeah.
So that way you will be able to have the opportunity to make the money out of it. So I think one of the best things, one of the best things I would suggest you right now to do in order to be able to scale my business, it will sound maybe a bit off, but it will bring you a lot of value to your agency, and it's to hire someone that will do your job, and you will be able to just to be the presenter or something like that of the agency and to take the videos because your husband obviously working hard to list more properties, right?
He's not really doing that now, no, because he's doing the rentals too. He's stuck on that. But we have some other people who are agents who are working on getting the listings.
Do they get some?
We had a couple who were brought in, yeah, or a couple that were brought in, a couple of
How many agents
listings.
how many agents do you have today under your agency?
We have three plus my husband is four. And then there's somebody else who's like an admin, but she also used to be an agent, but she does more admin stuff now. But she could get listings too, but she's more focused on the other stuff. So let's say four, including my husband.
Okay, so you do have some. I thought it's only you and your husband.
No, no, like we've been the only ones up until like last year.
Okay, okay. And how's it going for these agents? Do they make money?
One of them, she brought in a property that like the low cost one that came in and that was preserved in 2 weeks. So she's like, she's working, she's doing stuff, she's talking to people, but it's still like slow motion. So this is the thing, like, what can I do
Just
to
bring the like again, if the sellers are doesn't care to give their property to all of the agents, there has to be like you need to come up with the reason why it doesn't happen. Because, for example, I don't know,
you
you
mean a reason why they don't share it with us type of thing? Is that what you mean?
For example, yeah, why
Okay.
the agents are struggling to list more properties? Like, what is their main bottleneck? So that way, I will be able to help because if I don't know, like, what are the reasons that someone is having a hard time of doing anything? I don't know, right? So obviously I won't be able to help. I won't be able to understand how can I help. So for example, when you said that you want to sell the high ticket listings that you have, the the expensive listings that you have, so that way it was very easy for me. Oh, all right. So let's do a very accurate ads for these people. Let's make a campaign of these ads, and that way you will be able to get more leads faster to these kind of properties. Now, I think that like scaling the business, for example, I can tell you how to bring more out, how to hire more agents, how it will be easy for you to hire more agents. And but I need to understand like what is your next goal? What do you want to achieve right now? So that way we can work on that specific goal and make it happen. So if it's, for example, hiring more properties, having more like listing more properties, exclusively, not exclusive, like it doesn't matter, but just bring more inventory to the office, and either it's hiring more agents or selling specific inventory you have, and reduce the retention, um,
Increase retention.
increase retention, reduce the churn. Yes.
So I think right now, like what it obviously boils down to is making the sales. If we could get one sale per month at least, that would be mind blowing. That would be amazing. Or if even if it's not one a month, if we could sell something that's going to sell and it's big, that would be amazing. But yeah, it's really like marketing the things that we already have. For sure. And so, I mean, I could get like I could speak to the agents that we are working with and get them to share what we already have, right? And so
Yes.
by marketing, you mean like to share like on their social media profile or to share with
Anywhere, groups,
whatever.
Facebook groups, anywhere they can share that it will reach as much people as they can, because that way you will be able to reach the people. And yes, when you share, caring is sharing. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. It's true. It's
So
true.
when you share with your agents and they get to make money, A, they want to stay. B, they want to make more money. C, they want you to help them make more money, and D, they like it's a win. Everyone's winning. All right, the
Yeah, for
seller is
sure.
selling faster. So what I would focus is, yes, bringing the inventory for the agents that they can market the inventory, and that way they will have a lot of motivation working more, and because now they will have like I have something to work with. All right. So if they're grinding and grinding and grinding, so they're losing their motivation. That's the first thing. Now the second thing I would do, it's as fast as possible, film these ads that we were making, and that way you will be able to get more leads to your agency. You don't have to work on these leads if you don't want to. You can give your husband to work on these leads, or the agents, or anything, but at least having more leads coming inside in the community, inside the agency. So
Pipeline, yeah.
yes, so that way you will have more you need to basically make as much opportunities for yourself to make more money. How you do it? You do it by sharing the inventory you have with other agents. You do it by marketing more, because you need to bring more clients. So if you would not market, obviously you will not, like, think about holiday rentals, you do it perfectly. You market them, you know where to market, you know how to bring the clients from this for this kind of inventory, because this is another inventory. So take these things and just copy for the properties that you need to sell, because it's the
Mhm.
same thing. You need to market to reach more people, and these people come and buy or rent or whatsoever, whatever you're selling. So it's the same thing, but just
Mhm.
for properties for sale. Now,
Mhm.
I think that as an agency, you have to make at least between 2 to 4 sales a month if you have 5 agents working or 4 agents working, exclude or with include your husband.
Mhm.
So you gotta make at least between 2 to 4 sales. So I would say point the goals, make sure that the agents are coming to work, and give them the inventory to work on and to market. Make some prices for them, like if you would sell this and that, so you will get this and that. So that way they will have more motivation. Like you need to raise their energies, to raise their motivation to make more money during the month, because obviously they cannot live their lives not doing money. They have to make money unless they have nothing to lose, like they don't have expenses, or I don't know. So obviously that way they don't have a reason to work and to come to work and to make money. So I think what I would focus the first place is helping the agents make money. So marketing the listings that you already have. So before you hire more agents, try to understand how you make these agents make money. And if these agents are already burned, like they are not willing to put effort in the agency or in working, so just get rid of them. I'm sorry to say that, like, that clear, but for me, if there is an agent that is not willing to put the effort that the minimum effort that it's just to market the listings, so why is he here? It's okay, just like it's like a furniture. It doesn't support nothing. Like it doesn't make money. He cost me more money than makes money. And obviously, when you want to hire people, you want that the people that you're hiring, that the agents, the new agents that you're hiring, that they see between themselves agents that are making money. So I would get rid of people that are not making money and are not willing to put the effort, not showing up the office if there is an office for you. All right, so that's another problem. If they're working from home, so it's another problem. Like you cannot make sure that they are actually working. So by paper, they are signed in your agency, but in reality, they are not working. So that's what I would do. I assume that you have a WhatsApp group for like the agency with the agents. Do you? Okay, so this is another thing that you should do, because you need to, if they're not next to you, so at least have a group for the agents, and try to pump them and to make them more active. So either by sharing the inventory and start asking them, like, what is the best thing that we can do in order to help you to make more money in the business, because they're already signed with you. Now,
Mhm.
if they are not active, uh, as I assume, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, all right, but as we speak, I understand that maybe they are not so active. So
Mhm.
the first thing you want to do is to make them more active. The second thing you want to do is to make them make money. And the third thing you want to do after they are being more active and making more money is to hire more agents. So
Mm-hmm.
any agent that is not active, bye, is not with you anymore, because when you hire someone and he comes to your agency and he understands that, oh, there is people here, but there is no office. So like, where is the like um
Like
where
the
is the
community, right? Like the
community, the productivity, like how can I bring myself how can I be more active if I don't see activity anywhere? Like, I need to wake up in the morning, and this is the hardest thing in this kind of business because you're on your own. So I think that you need to
gather everyone together.
yes, you need to make them feel like that there is a home for them, and there is a place that they can share their thoughts and everything. The moment you will start speak to the agents, you will start understand um, what are the reasons why they are not active. Like, if there is something that is too hard for them, but I think that the communication with the agents right now, and correct me if I'm wrong, of course, it looks like the communication with the agents are like, you not communicate too much with them.
Me personally, no. But the admin person, she is in more contact with them, and my husband as well.
So what is the activity that they are having right now? Like, are they active right now?
With like getting properties and whatnot.
with
Is
anything
that what you
related
mean?
with anything related to the real estate business, because this is the main goal. They need to be active.
Yeah.
If
I
they
know
want.
one of them is another one I'm not really sure because she has another business and she joined us to make more money, but she's brought nothing in. So I'm not really sure what her deal is. Somebody else was with another agency who was like stopping their business or whatever. So she came with us, but now they kind of like started again. So I'm not too sure what's happening with her. So there's lots of questions. So, but I like what you're saying about, starting the community part and doing the WhatsApp group, and it's good. I mean, everybody is on our website, so of course they could all be in contact with each other too, and be, in a group where we could all chat and we could all try to motivate each other and get information across a lot easier. That's good. I like that. And then, get people like motivated to list or market, I mean,
Mhm.
whatever it is that we all already have. Like everybody can share, right? It's for the entire agency. So
Yeah,
even if like another agent lists or markets, sorry, a different agent's property, they will still get part of the commission as well.
exactly.
So, I mean, it has to be a win-win-win-win-win, like you say.
Hmm.
And just a question for you. Do you have like you use WhatsApp, you said? Do you use the catalog on WhatsApp? Like
Yes.
you put your properties there? And then that's easy. That makes it easier to share those properties into those other agency groups, right?
And usually I just write, like, I do it shorter for them, because it's important for me um, to make it easy for them to follow. So I will just put the property details, and I would say, if you want more details, so just reach out and I'll give you more details. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the two things that I would focus on right now, to share the inventory so they can make money fast with the
Yeah.
agents, of course. And the second thing is make the agents more active.
Mm-hmm.
After that is, obviously, as I said, is
Get more agents, right?
get more agents, but only after you make them more active.
Yeah, yeah,
And whoever is not active, just get rid of.
yeah.
Because I think that the moment that you will make more money, that will be the moment that you will be able to rent an office and to make the agents work from the office, and that way you will be able to see who's active, who's coming to work, who's really into doing money in real estate, or just having a dream and doesn't do nothing with them about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you need to have more clarity of who's actually working and who's just talking,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. Well, that was very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. And if you will be able to make like, you know what, take the small steps. Take the small steps. Like these small steps of sharing the inventory and make them more active. Start from that, because this is okay too. If making the videos we were making 2 weeks ago, it's too hard right now, or you
It's
don't.
been, yeah, I haven't been able to do it yet.
Yeah, so wait with that for a better moment. But by the end of the day, it's just you can. By the way, if it's hard for you to speak out what is written right there, you can work with apps that has a teleprompter, and that way you will be able to just do it
Mm-hmm.
easy. Or if you want another way to film yourself easily, is just remember two sentences and read two sentences, and that way you put more attention for each sentence, and you know how you want to read these kind of sentences.
Mm-hmm.
So read, like, remember two sentences or one sentence, read it out loud to the camera, and then again another sentence, and that way you will have like a long video with a lot of cuts in between,
Yeah.
and
CapCut.
then you just need to cut it out, and you have like the whole video ready. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I would do it in between if I was in your shoes, because I think it's super important to bring clients for this kind of listings, because I'm focusing on expensive listings as well, because I think like in my place, the moment I will sell one listing that is super expensive, I will be able to work less the whole year. So
Yeah. Yeah.
for me, it will bring me a lot of time helping people, and because obviously I'm not an authority yet. I'm not an authority of helping people with the real estate or whatsoever. I want to help people. So for me, for example, it takes time,
Yeah.
right? So I'm still working, obviously, as an agent, and I love it. Or probably I will still do it, and I will still run my agency, because I want to help people also make money here in my place, and for me it's important as well. So anyway, I would focus also on marketing these ads, because it's super important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Cool.
Anything else?
No, 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 no. I think that's good. I think I have a lot to work with and a lot to do, but like good things, the things I
Did you?
feel I feel positive about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you write down? Good.
So I do feel I feel like it's good. It'll be helpful, it'll work. So yeah, I'll do that. And then we have another call.
Probably, yeah. The
No,
community
but
is
we
not.
do, right?
What do you mean?
I have another one I won last week.
No, as I said, if you didn't schedule last week, it's gone,
Ah,
because this
ah,
way
sorry.
I don't want you to, but probably like there is not a lot of competition right now in the community, so you'll probably be able to win another call next week. But I think it's good that you have some homework to do and start work on the things that like work on the tasks, on the goals
Yeah,
that you want to achieve. So that way it will be easy for you to
to keep moving forward.
yeah, to keep moving forward and to come to the next call with more accurate goals you want to achieve.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That was helpful.
Thank you.
Okay. So have a good day. We'll talk later.
Bye bye.
Okay. Ciao.
Enjoy the strike.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.